working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new. 'Cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you.
Today I spent some time changing my fairy garden to a winter wonderland with the various Harry Potter Lego figurines stuck in there. Oh, some have already fallen, but yeah, I mean, it's a little chaotic in there, won't lie. I should have stopped at some point and I didn't, but here we go, the final observation. Hey friends, it's Kate from Kate's Crafting Corner. It is now Friday, like 2 p.m. I'm back from work. We got out at 11:25, but I was actually there till about 1:30. I was so I had been browsing some videos on Facebook, like the shorts and stuff like that, and I came across this librarian who her name is Heather the Contoured Librarian, and she has a lot of books that she has in her book hospital. And I have a lot of books that are needing repairs. And so she has gone through and triaged her books and like made labels and everything, like facelift, and that means it needs like it's like maybe there's graffiti in it and it needs to be fixed and things like that. There's spinal surgery when the spine is broken and needs to be fixed. Missing ID, that and that's for anything to do with either the spine labels are missing, or it's missing, the barcode's not working, or it's missing things like that. And so she and I decided I was going to implement that. And so I spent a couple hours this afternoon, or late morning, early afternoon. She had a free PDF that I downloaded, and then when we send things to our print shop, you can't just tell it to print this to this page. So I had to separate each page into its own PDF, and then I selected paper colors and things like that, because we're not allowed to color print, but we can black and white print, and we can do it on colored paper. So that's what I was doing. And I set up a new user for the library called Book Hospital, and I had started to scan some of the books into there so I would know what needs repair. And when those labels come, they are shaped like bookmarks, and so I'll laminate them, I'll cut them to size, and then I'll be able to slip them into the books based off of what needs to be happening. And different repairs take different amount of time, and I'll be able to look easily and see this is what needs done with this, and this what needs done with that. And I'm really hopeful that this is going to help with getting things taken care of faster. And then when she fixes something, she discharges it from the from the book hospital. I thought that was really fun, and I thought the kids would like it. She had Band-Aid like designed ones that the students can put in the book, like as a bookmark, and they'll mark what's wrong with it. So maybe there's a torn page, and they'll put that bookmark that's shaped like a Band-Aid into the book, and when they turn it in, the librarian knows something's wrong with this book and it needs to be taken a closer look at. So that is something that I'm going to be implementing when we come back from break. And so I just started to get it set up because my work bestie needed me to watch her daughter while she was at, she's an instructional aide. And so the aides were having a holiday party. And so I was, her daughter was in the library. So that's what I was working on. And then it started to sprinkle while I walked home. So that was lovely. And then in 3 hours, less than now, she will be picking me up. Hey, Grace. She'll be picking me up to take me to our Christmas party. So at the end of when I was filming yesterday, I mentioned that I wasn't feeling well. Yeah, I am sick. I went to bed after that. Gracie, you got a tingle in your ear, my baby. You're a very funny girl. I put clothes on her, and her personality has completely shifted. She now wants cuddles all the time. She feels like her old self again. Yeah, you're Gracie Marie. Gracie Marie. I love you. She's such a little princess. You are such a little princess. You know what Mommy should put on her present gift? Clothes for Gracie Marie. Yeah, we'll tell Daddy Mommy wants clothes for Gracie. Yeah, you think so? You think Daddy will do that for us? He thinks it's ridiculous. Oh, my baby. She was an anniversary present, a 2-month anniversary present from my husband. She was born 3 days after our wedding. I love you. Oh, yeah, my first baby. Yeah, since Mommy cannot have human babies, we have Gracie babies. Oh, yes, we do. What Gracie doesn't know is one of her babies is going to get rehomed this weekend. We have to rehome a few of our girls. We just, you may have guessed, we have too many dogs, unfortunately. And one of the boys we rehomed last spring unfortunately came down with like a heart condition, and he died, and the family did everything they could to try to save him. They spent a lot of money trying to save him. We donated to them. I think I mentioned it at the time in September. And the wife has been really struggling with grief over the loss of the little boy. And they had adopted one, our very final puppy that we ever had. So they had Jasper, and it's Robbie who passed away. But so we had planned on offering them one of our girls that we need to rehome free of cost. And that is, and the one I think matches them the most is Amy. And Amy is 3 years old, and we so she was put up for adoption. She would have been 8 weeks old right when I was starting my new job as a librarian. So that was 3 years ago. We had lined up for someone to adopt her in Fresno, where we would be spending Christmas. Unfortunately, that completely fell through. Like, we were writing them, well, we're in Fresno now. When do you want to meet? And they just ghosted us, right? Which ended up being an okay thing, because Meg, who was in the same litter, the people who adopted her texted us on Christmas Day and asked us to take it back. And Meg was traumatized. We're not sure what happened. Well, Meg was 2 weeks with that family, but she cries when she goes in the car, like she's scared. She has a lot of anxiety, and it's taken years to get her to be in a good place. But when Meg was rehomed, it was a litter of 5, and Meg was like the last one to go, and then it was just Amy. Amy went into a little bit of a depression. She moped, and when Meg came back, it was like, my best friend is back. And in the 3 years since then, they are not so much best friends anymore. They do not get along very well. I mean, they don't fight a lot. They've grown apart. And so we love them both, obviously. But we think Amy is the good fit for this family. And so we are gifting them Amy, free of charge. She'll come with a rehoming package like we always do. We're going to get them a bag of food, because we know that they overexpended trying to save Robbie. And the wife has, like I said, been struggling with depression. And from the death of Robbie, she said that there's some days she can't even get out of bed. And so she is really excited about, because also part of the problem is Jasper bonded with her husband, not with her. So it's like she lost Robbie, which was more her dog. And Robbie died within a month of Jasper coming to live with them. So it's just very difficult. And so we thought, the girls that we're going to rehome, they're all going to be so difficult for us emotionally to let go of. But we're just wanting them to go to good homes where they can get a bit more attention than how we can spread it. I mean, if I could, I wouldn't get rid of any of them, but it's not fair to them. It's not practical. And we had never meant to keep as many as we did. It's just when I got pancreatitis, I just really wasn't in a place where I could barely take care of myself, much less get through everything with the rehoming of the dogs and things like that. We took care of them, but beyond that, like taking pictures of them, getting them listed, talking to people, trying to meet them, it was all a lot. And I just, like, it wasn't an emotional struggle because I'd rehomed so many at that point. During the pandemic, if you haven't been following the channel, we were breeding our Maltepoos, and we rehomed them. I wasn't working at the time, and so I had a lot of time and effort to give to the dogs and everything like that. And then I started working, and less than a year after I started working, I got pancreatitis and I was hospitalized for 2 weeks, and I barely had energy to exist after that. I barely made it through the workday. I would take naps during lunch breaks. Everything was a struggle. And so now we're trying to get back to a place where we can bring the number of dogs we have down to a somewhat reasonable, because it's always going to be more than everyone's going to think it. Hey, excuse me? No. Gracie Marie. Gracie's always like, why am I being called out specifically? Because your mother. You know better. You are the first. Do you see her just looking away? She is such a diva. She does not accept that she's getting reprimanded. Grace, I love you. Anyways, it's always going to be more than people think is reasonable, but it is an amount that I know we can take care of. And yeah. So Amy will be the first one to leave, and it's going to be hard. I know I'm going to cry, and it's going to happen on Sunday. So tomorrow she has an appointment with our groomer, and then my husband and I are going to take her out for little Amy Oma Opa dinner at the Lazy Dog restaurant. Shh, Gracie, you're not going this time. And it's a restaurant where you can sit out on their patio area, and they've got like a fire pit, and then you're also able to order the dogs like a plate of food, and it's like $5, and it's got like rice and either chicken or beef. And then we're thinking we will take her to go look at at Christmas lights with us, and just make a real little day of it for us and Amy. And I know she's going to a good home where they're going to love her a lot. The family has 2 little girls. Jasper is there, so she won't be alone. and having lived her whole life with surrounded by other dogs, I think it is good that she will have a companion. And so I do think that, and this is a family that stays in contact with us, and I'm so really happy about that, that we'll get to know how Amy's doing. And I know it's going to be difficult, but I do know that this is the right thing to do. So that's coming up. Don't know how I got down that rabbit hole, and that was a really long time. Sorry, you guys. But I'm sick. I don't know how I am sick. I've taken some medicine after I filmed last night. I took some medicine, I ate some ramen, and I went straight to bed, and I stayed in bed the whole night. I woke up for probably half an hour when my husband got home, but I didn't even eat anything. He apparently brought me Wendy's, a taco salad. I didn't even know that. So I was out of it. And so I am here to continue opening Advents with you guys. So I've got day 19 of the yarns that we opened yesterday. And then the other Advents we will open together. I'll have about, after filming, probably around 2 hours until my friend picks me up. So I'm going to try to edit 1 or 2 videos. And then I'm going to, Grace, sometimes when she gets too still, I'm like, she's almost 7, and I get worried. Oh, Grace, don't leave mommy. Mom, you're ridiculous. I'm only middle-aged. I love her so much. Oh, that's how we got talking about Amy. I was talking about Gracie. My sweetest princess. Anyway, sorry, you guys. Oh, I'm not right in the head. Let's do this. Let's do this. Gracie, can I put you down next to Betsy? Okay, you go night-nights next to Betsy. Yeah, just lay down on Betsy. She'll growl at you, but just ignore her. Good girl, Betsy. She didn't growl. She would have growled at everyone else. Good girl. Lay down night-nights. Lay down night-nights, and then we'll have cuddle later. Okay. Oh, I have to find a white elephant present. Which at this point, I'm thinking might be all this Grinch candy. So let's start with the Grinch candy. Oh, no. Okay. This isn't going to be in order because I put the 2 most annoying boxes on top of each other. Why do I say annoying? Another lolly rings. Oh, this is gummies? I thought it was lolly rings. Okay, well, lolly rings and gummies. I'll take the gummies, but I do not need the rings. We have more of the peppermints. And another singular lolly ring. So, oh no! Hang on, I dropped the peppermints. The taffies. I've actually got an empty Home Chef bag over here, so I'm just going to dump all the candy in there. Okay. There we go. Now that that's out the way. Okay, let's do the yarns. So, this one is called Violence. And that's the nickname of the main character in the Fourth Wing books. It's a pretty gray color. Is there a tinge of purple in there? Maybe. It's really pretty. Betsy's glaring at me. She's not happy that I put another dog on the chair with them. I think there's possibly 5 over there. Gracie, Betsy, Rosie, Amy. Did Hazel jump off? Yeah, Hazel jumped off, but Hazel was on there. Okay. Ugly Sweater, day 19. Kitsch Couture. Because here's Hazy Pants. Hazy Knees. You like going for a kiss and then you boop away. This girl's a hugger or a snuggler. I love you. Can you sit behind me though? Can you sit behind? There we go. Okay. 19. Oh. This one, it looks untied. Kitsch Couture. I don't know. Those fancy people do always like to wear colorless stuff. Like white, black, ivory. 19 for Gem State Yarns. I think the extra is another handmade tag. Ooh, this color. Look at that. That is beautiful. And it is called Bowl Full of Jelly. Now, this is what I'm talking about for Bowl Full of Jelly. I think I didn't agree with the other one's Bowl Full of Jelly. Wasn't it like black or something? Okay. Just trying to bring it all out. Okay. Bringing out the lot. Here they are in all their yarny goodness. They have quite a strong smell to them, like wool. Something that you might not notice individually, but as a whole lot together, it's quite woolly smelling. Okay, get back in there. Okay. I'm trying to like determine where I can put things. I'm going to need to do some cleaning up after filming. And 19 for Forbidden Fiber. Is a gray color called He Spoke Not a Word. So it's on this end. And here these all are. Oops. Uh-oh. Ah, this one's tag came off. Okay. Okay, back in she goes. They're actually getting quite difficult to stick back in into the bag. It's hard to believe we're only like 6 days from Christmas. I'm hoping my cold won't be too bad and I'll be able to do the 12 days of Christmas Vlogmas with you guys, because I do have an Advent to open with that. I'm going to stick you over there and pick up you. Okay. Next, let's open the last 4 days of the twice sheared sheep. So, number 16, day number 16. Oh, these are, well, it says clothing labels, handmade with love, but they're wooden. To be honest, probably won't use them, but I might pass them on to my mom. See if she wants them. Like I've said before, labels aren't really my thing. I don't really like the look of them on handmade things. Okay. 17. Ooh. This is a work until tape. I think they had it in another box that we did. And so what you do is, like, if you know, like, you're making a sweater and you know you need it to be like the body 9 inches, you mark the 9 inches like with this green thing. And so as you're knitting, this keeps going until you reach where the 9 inches is, if that makes sense. I haven't used the previous one I got, but that might be useful if I ever actually get around to making these sweaters that I claim I'm going to make. Or shirts or whatever. I mean, if you're working a vanilla sock, you could even do that when you know that the foot has to be so many inches. Number 18. Oh my gosh. It's the 3 little pigs. Oh, those are so cute. They're stitch markers, and quite large ones. That's quite a large clasp. So not for any of my like socks. Maybe for a sweater though. You know, the ones I just said I need to make. And I'm already thinking of making like 2 with Advents from this year. So who knows? Maybe one time. Number 19. Ooh. I see these get used. They're cable locks. So you put them at the ends of your cables. The other thing I've seen them used for is if you're working with like a lot of stitches on your cable, you can smush all those stitches up and hold them in place with the cable lock so that you can knit faster. I saw a video. I didn't explain that well, but I saw a video of how someone used that, and I thought that was so cool. So I'm excited to get those. I really do like this particular Advent. in terms of like knitting extras. What else? A teacher gave me this present. So I think I'm going to make a mug of tea for my throat and use this mug. And I thought that was really nice. It was one of the first grade teachers. She's new this year, so that was really extra sweet. A 5th grade teacher gave me a tiny Christmas tree. That was a little bit difficult to carry home while walking home, but I managed. And I will show that to you guys later. I'm considering moving some stuff over there near where my light is and putting the tree there. Which reminds me, actually, I need to put on another, what's it called? Wax melt. It's been a while. I'll do that later. Okay. I've not looked at the coloring pages in days. So let's just flip through and see what we've missed. Okay, 15, 16. Okay, 17 are some, looks like some presents under the tree. 18, oh, looks like a Christmas parade. Oh, that's so cool. And 19, oh, this one looks fairly easy-ish. Very cool. So I need to get back to coloring. Oh. Okay. Then let's look at our pixel art. Trying to get my little pencil thing. Okay, looks like we haven't opened since day 16 over here. Oops. Oh, it is trying to tear apart more than it needs to. Oh, this looks like a nice, easy one to do. Okay, that's 16. Up here it's 17. Another easy looking one. Over here. 18 looks like, I think it might be the biggest one we have left. Maybe maybe a polar bear with a hat or something. And then 19 is all the way at the end. Also on the bottom. Yeah, and I think it's the bottom of the train. And so I'm wondering if this is the front of the train, number 20. We'll find out tomorrow, I guess. So that's our pixel calendar. A lot that needs to be done, but I am really enjoying this. So maybe I'll work on that. Sorry, hang on. It was, did I mention it was pajama day at school today? Yeah. So that's why I'm wearing this, because it was pajama day. And we had our house rally in the cafeteria, and we had to do this thing called like bobbing for candy canes. And so you're using a candy cane to try to take out as many candy canes as you can from, and whichever house got the most candy canes in a minute won. And my house won, so it was me and one other teacher, and my house won. Like, not only won, we like dominated the competition. So then they had students from each of the houses come, and so then the winning teachers played the winning students. We got 12 to their like 7 or something. Like we killed it. And I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I killed it. My companion teacher got maybe like a third of what I got, but I had a strategy and I'm super competitive. It is the Slytherin in me. I am very competitive. I like to win. I very much hate to lose a lot. So that was a lot of fun. And the kids were very impressed. So that's always nice when you like impress the kids. Let's look at our other candy one. We have not looked at this in a while. As a matter of fact, we have 4 days to catch up on. I'm going to move these extra ones over to that little bag of candy. Okay, so day number 16, I'm gonna guess it's a chocolate orange. And I will show you, oops, the cover and why I'm saying that. This is what it looks like. Chocolate orange, in my opinion. Ooh, it's a hard candy. This is what it looks like. So, El Caserio Toffers Naranja Amaraga. Oh my gosh. I think that was probably Spanish. I don't know Spanish. So it's chocolate toffees with bitter orange flavor. In the 1940s, Jesus Ramirez decided to create candy with soul, candy that symbolized more than a sweet snack. That meant a connection to history and to your family. El Caserio carries on this tradition, still dreaming and creating ways to connect people around the globe with their sweets. This toffee chocolate is smooth, brightened by the natural aromas of bitter oranges, lending its fresh, fruity touch. The toffee leaves behind a delicate orange aftertaste in your mouth, ensuring that you remain blissfully dreaming of the sweet all day long, even after it's long gone. To feel closer to the candy you've savored, you can take a virtual tour of the Soul Candy Factory on their website. That's interesting. And watch the places where the magic is made and dream of when you'll have it again as soon as possible, hopefully. Okay, so let's see if it's as dreamy as that. This is what it looks like. It is chewy like a toffee. It's good. It is good. But I do think I preferred the apple orange flavored taffy. And that's who it's up against. So I'm going to flip back to the beginning of the book and mark that as my favorite. So then it's that one. Versus the lemon flavored seltzer one. That's like the seltzer soda. And I think I've got to stick with the apple orange flavored taffy. So we'll go with that one again. So here's how that part of the bracket's looking so far. Okay. Number 17, my guess would be maybe melon and blueberry, like cantaloupe, or I don't know. I'm a little apprehensive because I'm not a big fan of either of those two things. That's what it looks like. I do, however, see that it's a Gelissimo, and I do like jelly candies. So, and maybe that's a passion fruit and not a blueberry. So let's flip the page and see what we've got. Oh, black currant. I do like black currant. Black currant and melon. The problem is I don't really like melon. Gelissimo candy, black currant, and melon flavored jelly. Picked at peak ripeness from giant orchards, black currants. Gracie's looking at me. Are as dark as midnight. They've been cherished in Lithuania for generations, flourishing in beautiful green gardens under a temperate climate as the sun shines on them. Melons, too, are a fruit that has been savored in Lithuania for hundreds of years, mentioned in royal garden logs and diaries as far back as the 1700s. Together, these two fruits combine for a surprising burst of mellow melon and dry, juicy black currants. It is a taste of the Lithuanian countryside, rolling hills, and the green freshness of thousands upon thousands of trees. These gummies transport you so that transports you to that fresh meadow as it's fruit season and every Lithuanian stocks their fridge. As a challenge, close your eyes and eat the gummy. What images do you see? What does everyone else see? Which feels juiciest, closest to the truth of the gummy? Okay, well, let's see. It is a pretty purple blue color, the packaging. And this is what the gummy itself looks like. You first taste the black currant, and then the melon starts to come through, and that's when it's not as good as if it was just black currant, but it is still good. Okay. The next candy, we're gonna move these ones again to our little candy bag over here, is Coca-Cola flavored. This says Coca-Cola flavored sour chews. I knew just looking at it that it would be Coca-Cola flavored because that was the cover. But I did look over at the paper. So it looks very similar to those chocolate bitter orange ones. So, Coca-Cola flavored sour chews. The brand Toffix is part of the Elvin Group, one of the largest Turkish candy manufacturers. Elvin was founded in Istanbul in 1952 by Ahmet Hamidi Kadaroglu and his son Mustafa. By the 1970s, the company had grown from a small confectionery shop to a chain of large-scale factories. The Tofix brand was launched in the 1990s. Tofix sours are modeled after Western-style candies, but their fruity flavors and chewy texture closely resemble classic Turkish sweets. Makun is a traditional Ottoman candy that is similar to chewy toffee, flavored with fruits, citrus, floral essence, and herbs. The candy is actually considered a street food. It's prepared fresh by vendors who dip the candy in lemon just before serving to give it a sour kick. Nowadays, traditional Makun is harder to find, but chewy candies like the Toffix Sour offer a similar sour, chewy, fruity experience. That would be so cool to experience that as a street food. That would be really cool. Okay, this is what it looks like. Mmm. Oh. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I went into this thinking the blackcurrant one would win. This is actually like sour Coke, which you might not think would work, but it does. Mmm. Ooh. I'm gonna have to give it to this one. Mmm. Oh, that is quite nice. That is quite nice. I really enjoyed that. Number 18 beats number 17. Okay, so we have one more candy to try today. And that is number 19. And I'm going to guess this is a yogurt flavored. I haven't flipped the page over, so I don't actually know this time, but you'll see. Yeah, I'm confident that it's yogurt flavored. That's the cover. And then, still without flipping it over, just looking right in, it says yogurt on it. So let's turn the page and see what's going on here. Coco's Greek Yogurt Chews. Tangy yogurt flavored candy. Eating yogurt is akin to eating history. Now that you've something to chew on, while enjoying this tangy Greek yogurt flavored candy, yogurt first appeared around 5000 BC. That's over 7,000 years ago, and was called oxygala in ancient Greece, meaning sour milk. Often athletes were mandated to eat tons and tons of yogurt while they were in training because they believed it increased their strength and stamina. We bet they wished they had these Greek yogurt chews to snack on instead. These chews are enticingly soft to bite into with a sweet and milky taste to them. And they have a secret. You can spell them however you like. The Oxford Dictionary currently recognizes YOGHURT, YOGURD, YAHOURT, YAHOURTH, and JOGHOURT as correct spellings. Wow. Some of those are pretty weird. Since you're the one with the yummy chew, now it's up to you. How would you choose to spell yogurt? The normal way? That is YOGURT, probably. Most unique one wins all the chews. Okay. I'm a little apprehensive of this as I only really like flavored yogurts. I don't like plain yogurts. This is what it looks like. Not the most appealing look, to be honest. It tastes exactly like Greek yogurt. Now, if it was honey flavored Greek yogurt, you might have me a bit more. I mean, it's not terrible. It's just nothing I would reach for. I mean, it's not bad. 5 out of 10, probably. Okay. Now, I believe I mentioned yesterday about going on a little starting spree with some cross stitches. So, I'm going to show you the less than 10 stitches I got on 4 different projects. First, we have Christmas Tiny Town, and that's what it will look like when completed. Look at those beautiful forced hole stitches. So I am stitching this on a 32 count Dublin Belfast linen from Picture This Plus. And yeah, I will be doing another tiny town, don't know which one, but on the bottom half. So one will fit on the top, the other on the bottom, and then I will just cut in the middle and do whatever I decide to do to finish them. I'm leaning towards project bags because it sounds fun. And I think part of the reason I did this is because sometimes when I'm wanting to work on a new Christmas project, but it's the starting that gets a little bit overwhelming. The like counting to where I need to be at and finding the first color and all of that. And so I just thought if I like put a small start in the various ones I wanted to start, then I could pick up any of them and work on them. This one is the Christmas Market Sal from Country Cottage Needleworks. This is the first part. It's in the very center of the project. And this one I am doing on a vintage country mocha. And again, what is this one? Oh, 2 hole stitches, you guys. 2 hole stitches. Oh boy. No. Gracie, no. Next up, we have the Holiday Quaker from Lila Studios. This is on a sparkly fabric. Do I have the tag here? I know this is a Picture This Plus. I'm guessing I buried the tag somewhere in here. 4 stitches. 4 whole stitches, and it's a light blue. There we go. It is sparkly. It's not showing up on camera how sparkly it is, but 4 stitches, you guys. Just going places. And the final one in this Startapalooza situation is Nativity Tiny Town. And I think this one might have gotten the most stitches. It got 8. There we go. 8 whole stitches. And this is a fabric I've had for quite some time from Stitchy Box. 32 count, and it's a fat 16th. So I don't have much border space here. So yeah. Anyway, I did consider doing this one on the bottom half of the Anytown Tiny, the Christmas Tiny Town one, but in the end, I'd already pulled this from Stash, that fabric from Stash, so I went with that. I think that's all I really have to share with you guys. Yeah. I've not done much crafting at all, so I am feeling up to a little bit of crafting, but I didn't realize this would take an hour to film, and so I'm probably going to do some cleanup and then get ready, like get dressed in whatever I'm going to decide to wear, which I honestly don't know because I don't have many clean clothes because I need to do laundry. I'm going to spend a lot of this break doing laundry. So, Amy, come here, Amy. Come say hi to the people before you're not with us anymore. Oh, Amy. She has her grooming tomorrow. Oh, Amy, I love you. Oh, I'm gonna miss her. She sleeps above my head. Like, no. Hey, hey, hey. Hey. No. I don't even know what they... Grace. No. No. I don't know what they could be barking at. It's definitely not my husband. Did we get mail? Do you think we got mail, maybe? Oh, speaking of mail, I'd ordered Christmas limited edition of the Cajun loaded teas, and that arrived yesterday. And I tried one today, a limited Christmas edition flavor. It's called Rudolph, maybe red nose something. Anyways, part of the taste profile is like hot tamales, and and so I decided to try it because I was feeling sick, and I was like, I like red hots in my hot drinks while I'm sick. Well, anyways, it was so good. Like, it was seriously so good. Not right now, Hazy. And yeah, I can't wait to try. There were 6 flavors, and so I can't wait to try the other 5 flavors, and I will show you the packaging next time I come to film an update. Anyways, I need to get editing or whatever. Maybe I can get one video up before I go to the party. Or maybe I'll just wait till I come home. Because I need to go find white elephant present. So I'll chat with you all later. Bye.